Hello to everyone. I hope that you're all doing very well. My name is Maya and I'm an astrotherapist. So welcome to the channel Divine Astrology. Let's continue talking about energy of Saturn, shall we? In the previous video, I told you that Saturn is very important planet. Well, it's the main planet from living in fear and living freely. So it's that one step. So help yourself to cross that one step. And as I already told you, that 6 types of fears are coming from Aries, Cancer, Leo, Libra, Capricorn, and Aquarius, because Saturn there is in fall. The treatment is the ruler, and it's in exaltation. Even the Saturn is in even if the Saturn is in exaltation, he's dealing with fears. So we will talk about it. Let's start with Aries. Now, someone could tell me, Aries, they're like fearless. Well, they are on some level, but because they have a lot of energy and they're trying to spend all that energy, but put an Aries in lock them in a room without anything they could really do, without a moment to really spend that energy, and you will see what's really happening, how strong they really are. Because that's the precise moment when they need to practice Saturn. And if they're not practicing Saturn, anxiety comes up. Imagine, for example, they're doing something and they're not achieving it. They're not achieving their goals. They're really trying hard and losing a lot of energy, but they do not feel the results. Imagine they are competing with someone and they are losing all the time. Imagine that they want something but they cannot get it. How they feel? How they really feel? They could feel as a failure. And that is the moment when anxiety just shows up. Because they are focusing to succeed. They're focusing to be the best. They are the leaders on one level. They are the leaders. So the moment when they're not succeeding, when they are falling over and over and over and over, repeating process, Saturn. Saturn, he's looking and saying, okay, you're doing something very superficial, trying just to lose energy, spend the energy. What for? Doing what? Nothing. Okay? But I know you can be better. I know you can do something better. So I will break you again and again. It's a like repeating program. Like when you're listening to one song over and over again. And the point with Aries, he's very stubborn. And he will do again and again and again and again, and the Saturn will be even more stubborn until he feels like a failure. And that's the moment when he say to you, everything around me is falling apart. I cannot do anything right. I am a failure. And then that's the moment, as I already told you, when anxiety shows up. The truth is, you're not a failure. You will never be a failure if you don't want to be a failure. It just means that your goal is not right for you, that you're not concentrated that much. When you want to compete with someone, you're not concentrated on your goal. It's a very superficial thing. Rather than to compete, if someone is better than you, observe them. Observe them. See what they're doing better than that you're doing. And then try to find the better way for yourself. So when those fears showed up, because it's not good for Aries to be along in that moment, I am a failure, because he will really start believing in it, and that's stupidity. He's not a failure. He needs to observe more and do less action. Observe more, less action. And that's the moment when you are feeling grounded. And when you feel grounded, things around will change. And then you will make a right action. And one will lead to another, and to another, and to another. And then you're doing the right action, not just spending your energy. It's not the point with spending your energy. Concentrate on one thing, on one goal, and give it a time. And then anxiety will disappear. And then you will see that you're not a failure. It's just your steps weren't good for you. That's all. That's all. Okay. What about Cancer? You are not your family. Full stop. You will never be your family. And it's very important for you to be aware that you are not, you do not need to sacrifice yourself for your family. The moment of family karma coming from the Saturn, something that's normal, bullshit. You have the right to choose to be where you want to be. That doesn't mean that you do not love. That doesn't mean that you do not respect. Your family needs to take care of themselves, which would mean that your father and your mother needs to be responsible for themselves and to teach you responsibility for you, so you could tomorrow be responsible for yourself. So if they're trying to manipulate you through emotions or moments, we gave you everything, now you owe us, on some level, even they're not aware of it, they do not love you, truly love you, because love is freedom. That means that I will let my daughter tomorrow go on like 2,000 miles away from me, and I will be happy for her. And I'm here to take care of myself. She doesn't need to take care of me. I need to be responsible mother to take care of myself and let my child live freely wherever she wants to be. That's love. Moment when I'm saying to her, I gave you everything, I gave you education, for example, I bought you an apartment and so on, you owe me, I do not love. I'm selfish mother. Thinking about myself. Saturn in detriments. And then what's happening? Those people can be depressed not knowing that they are depressed. And there is a fear of losing the family members. You will lose your parents. That's a normal thing. It's like normal. At one point they will die. So death is not something that we need to be afraid of. It's just change of the energy. Well, we just change. That's all. We are still on some level alive, but that's another subject. The point is, if you are feeling obligated, if someone is saying to you constantly that you owe them something and trying to put that in that matter, in that moment, it's not love. And you are in the claws of Saturn in detriments. And you are afraid all the time. You are afraid. And you could be even in some kind of depression, not knowing that you are. Not knowing that you are. If they're constantly saying to you, if you constantly need to help your brothers, your sisters, if you need to take care of everyone and so on, where are you in those though? And then someone is saying to you, no, you have to clean your family karma. Bullshit. You do not have to clean anything. Every family member, we are here to help each other. That's one thing. We need to help each other. But in the moment that someone is living on your back constantly, that's not good. Yes, we all have that good and bad moments. But if we are responsible and capable of everything, we will we will manage to enter the good moments. But living on someone's back constantly and saying to them they are obligated to be there for you every single time without you taking responsibility for your action, that's torture. And that's not love. It will never be love. And that moment of family karma, it's this. Family members are not taking responsibility for their own actions in life, so they're putting the responsibility on your back, telling you that you're now responsible for all of them, even if that's not your choice. Well, you choose it because you chose it because you didn't say anything, because it's so they put it in your head, in your heart, everywhere. That is the treatment. You think it's normal that things are not normal. It's not normal. Helping, being there, respecting, that's normal. But with a line. If you start ruining your own life for your family, that's not it. And every single time when Saturn is connected with the moon, every one of you who has Saturn connected with the moon or Cancer could be in this position. I am here to help you. I am here to understand you, to protect you when you really need it. But to live on the level that I'm ruining my own life in order to because I'm owing you, ruining my own life in order to you feel okay, that's not love. It will never be love. Think about it. And then, as I already told you, people are they are depressed, not knowing they are depressed. And they do not want to go far away from the family, thinking they're only safe within the family, not knowing that they need to be safe just on their own. And they think they are okay, but they're not. I will stop here and we will continue in the next video and saying about Leo and Libra. I wish you an amazing day.